Hey YouTube, it's Xrannos. I decided to make, I guess, a quick little video on how I do, specifically, I guess, my farming run. Now, I know there's many different options of how to do your farming runs and setups and teleport options and such. I just find this one at least pretty much the easiest for me without using the Lunar Spellbook. I'm using standard spellbook, and you'll need whatever required level for the highest teleport spell you'll need, which I think in my case is 61, so okay, at least 61 mage. My setup, I always keep my aura on me, so that's not really needed. But usually weight reducing gear such as Spider Cape, Boots of Lightness, Explorer's Ring for the Cabbage teleport option, and if you have them, the Magic Scepters, which you get from, I think, Fairy Teleport, was it 1? Pretty sure it was part 1. If not, it was part 2. I can't exactly remember. Again, it's been a while since I've done all these quests since I've completed every quest in the game. But anyway though, and also you'll need an ectofurl, whatever seeds you'll need for the trip. These are all the ones I'll use and I'll explain all of them along the way, and whatever runes you'll need for all your different teleports. Now, first one I always go to is the one that is near the ectofundus. So you'll need your ectofurl, which is from the quest Rum Deal if I recall. Their character, charges that or refills that up. Just run over here to the west. Just keep running. No, this is mostly just for herbs. I also use the flower patches to grow marigolds since they're actually worth a little bit too. Alright, pretty much just go here, pick whatever herbs you have. My marigolds died, that is sad. Oh well. As long as my herbs are alive, that's the main thing I worry about. Only 5? That sucks. And no, I do not use the Juju farming potions. They're too annoying to get in general, so I don't even worry about that. If you have them, definitely use Super Compost. I have a ton stored here, and near the end of my trip, I'll explain how I got all of those Super Composts. Alright, so whatever herb patch you're using for sure, and of course the flower patch too, use a Super Compost, plant your seed. I'm using toad flax seeds at the moment, and then do the same for over here. I used to do the limp root ones until I found out marigolds were worth a lot more. So once you have those planned, now this next option I'm running to right now is for high level farmers, the ones who can plant the Morchella mushroom spawners. Only do this if you can plant these. Now even though I can't use them to actually make the prayer renewal potions yet, um, once I actually do get the herbalore level, I might save a few of those mushrooms actually. But just growing them, just having the level to grow them is definitely profitable. I think every successful patch that grows your 9 mushrooms, it's always 9 mushrooms, is I think it's worth roughly 60k, so that's a free 60k. Let me see what the farming level is for it actually. Other, I think. No, not other. Bushes, flowers, herbs, special. Is that under special? Yeah, there it is. 74. Okay, you need 74 farming to do the Motrella mushrooms. So if you have 74, I'd highly recommend doing this. Yes, definitely use a super compost for it. All mine survive, thank goodness. And just spam clicking them also picks them out faster. Now, no, also, as you may see in my inventory, I do not have a spade or a seed dip or any of that. All those items are in my tool belt, so this is definitely showing the tool belt in action for sure. So if you have all the items necessary for farming, definitely have them in your tool belt. It will save your inventory space, a very useful option. I love the tool belt personally. Alright, once you're done there, you want to use your Explorer Ring and Cabbage Port. And once it loads, there we go. You just run straight north and boom, there's your next patch. And from here, yeah, I got my marigolds and my herb survives. Very good. Let's do that. Use your super compost, plant your seeds. And anytime you use an herb, mushroom, or the well, marigolds, there we go. Anytime you use those on a tool leprechaun, they'll automatically note the item for you, so that also helps save time and inventory space. So definitely always use that option no matter what. As you can see, my inventory is full, just use it on them, gets turned into a note form, and I can continue getting more. And pretty much just do that until you run out. Make sure to use your super compost again once it actually does it. There we go. And then use your desired seed, and there you go. Now, next place we're gonna go to will be our Dogan. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Alright, from our Dogan, we'll run kind of north, right up here, right along this path. Just kind of run a little bit more north. Just pretty much keep following the path. I know it goes past a Master Farmer, which a lot of people like to use for thieving. Either that or the one in Draenor. Doesn't really matter. That's it. That's if I make a thieving guide. If I do that, I'm straight up using Pyramid Plunder. That's the best thieving experience in the game if you know how to do it. But anyway, aside from that, and just run right over here, and here's your next patch. Oh, my marigolds died. Okay, good. My herbs survived. That's what matters. Now just put those in there. Plant whatever. Just pretty much repeat the process. You know what I'm doing by now. And if you're wondering what I'm actually doing with my herbs, I'm actually not selling. Well, actually, I'm not sure about those. What I meant by that pretty much is I did grow. What is the herb called? It's not toad flax. It's Oh, you selling the wrong person. Come back, leprechaun. Whatever the herb is that makes super energies, I can't recall for the life of me right now. I really am forgetful today. That herb. Pretty much. Yeah, I grew those to make super energies. So just strictly, so I'll get 81 herbalore. Once I get that, I'm growing toad flaxes right now just to make a ton of Saradomin brews, which I'm gonna be using all of those up next experience weekends. But first, make super energies until I get 81 herbalore, which I do have enough for. Alright, then from our Dogen, if you have the teleport option, which you need to do some of the troll quests I know to unlock, I don't remember which one. But once you do have it unlocked, you just teleport here, the troll helm, just kind of climb your way down the mountain. I usually don't use the first low climb thing because it's usually just a waste of time. But the second and third one I'll use. Just pretty much follow the path that I'm going. Excuse me. And run up here in the troll stronghold. Wow, my recording time's actually getting kind of low. I might actually, once my herb run's done, I might have to pause at a few sections. Yeah, there's a few aggressive trolls, but usually you can run by them without dying. Unless you have like 1 health or something, you'll probably be fine. Alright. Now, to get to this patch, I do know you need the quest done, My Arm's Big Adventure. You must have that done to have access to this patch. Now, this herb patch, just herbs alone, that's all it is special. Now, if you're going to grow a high-quality herb here, do it. Your herbs will never die in this patch, no matter what. So I grow my dwarf weed seeds here. Alright, I might as well explain it real fast because I think I'm going to pause to save a little bit of time. Next place I'm going to be teleporting to will be Camelot, and from there you run east and run straight east from there, and you'll make it to the next patch. Now I'm going to pause now to save a little time, and I'll meet you at the next patch. Alright, now that we're at the next patch, I already planted everything just to save a little time. Now, you got your compost bin here. The one I use here is actually the only one I use. Now this will pretty much be explaining how I got my all those super composes. Oh, one of my friends is here. I don't really talk to him too much. Anyway, though, you should, if you did the mochella mushroom thing and all that, you'll have like 10 buckets on you. You'll need 15 to empty it out if you're doing that. So let me find the buckets. Boom, get that out real fast. Because I have a minute left. Alright, but just in case I don't get to do it all, I'll explain pretty much everything you need to do. Alright, you'll want to use high level pretty much fruits if you're using it on the compost bin. The one that most people, especially me for sure, use are pineapples. Now, right south of the bank I was just at, there's a guy that will sell you once a day 40 pineapples for 2 coins each. Always buy those once a day, especially if you're doing your farm run. It's just very useful to use along the way. Now, pretty much from buying those, save them up, and buy the seaweed if you want. Store your compost here. Put 15 of those in there, close it, and it'll pretty much start to rot. Then pick it up the next time you do your next farm run. Fortunately, I wasn't able to actually show you all that. I'm trying to get it all done if I could. But since I won't be able to do that, I'll just show you the guy who sells them, which he is right. Come on, load. Alright, it's right here. Alright guys, this has been my farm and herb run guide. See you guys later.